is actually the traditional word.
It was a happy dolphin.
Happy dolphin.
Sound like the dolphin defending himself.
Right.
This dolphin has an unblemished lifestyle of heterosexuality.
He does.
Listen, I was the gay dolphin way before any of this ever happened.
This is serious. Hey, I'm Chad Davis. I'm here with my good pal, my friend, Jared Chamblis, comedian, writer, actor, all the great things. My beautiful wife, comedian, actor, writer, producer, Amber Davis. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey. And also, a lot of people don't know this. In 2018, she came in 10th place cliff diving championship here in Middle Tennessee. So, really not that good. There was only 9 people in the contest. So, anywho,
It was mainly cliff falling, not so much diving.
yeah, she slipped and fell in.
Yeah,
and like, all right, we'll give her-
voluntary cliff jump.
Yeah. But hey,
Triple
welcome.
Lindy.
Yeah, Triple Lindy.
Yeah.
Anywho, welcome to the show. This is just us hanging out, having a good time. We're the creators of Nashville Nonsense. Go check it out on DADCHAVIS channel. Family friendly, clean comedy. Awesome stuff.
Sketch comedy. Yep.
And we have a great team. We love everybody. Season 3 coming up here shortly.
Yeah.
We love everybody on the team except for 2, and you know who you are.
So we're in the off season of Nashville Nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So every Friday, you will see on DADCHAVIS clips from season 1 and season 2. So check it out every Friday and see the clips and all the fun stuff.
And we've been creating other relative clips, whatever. I know Jared and I have done some stuff. Had some fun on there.
We have an old couple.
Old couple stuff and
Earl and Edna.
I've done stuff where it's just me on there. It didn't do so well. That's why I had to bring in Jared, bring the eye candy.
Oh wait, I thought I was
worse.
I thought I was the eye candy.
Well, you're the trophy wife.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
What
Good
contest
save,
did you
good
win?
save.
A very good one, Jared.
Yeah, the cliff diving, Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about to win a contest, Jared.
That's right.
All right. So we always start off with a little segment called Is It News? Yeah, this is where I comb through the most serious news topics out there and we discuss them. And
It's a very loose comb.
Yeah, it's been mostly
More of a
aquatic marine life news. Yeah.
So the first news story, and then I rename the titles. So here's my new title for this one: Too Far for Influencer. So we'll see.
Too far influencer.
Too far for influencer.
Too far for influencer.
Okay. A YouTuber remains in custody in India after visiting restricted island with a Diet Coke can. So this happened a few months ago. A 24-year-old American YouTuber was arrested after visiting an off-limits island in the Indian Ocean with the hopes of establishing contact with a reclusive tribe. Was detained in custody. This person is from Scottsdale, Arizona, and in March, 2 days after he set foot on a restricted territory of North Sentinel Island in a bid to meet people from the reclusive Sentinelese tribe, I guess is how you say it.
Yeah.
But he left a can of Diet Coke and a coconut as an offering for the tribe, this time after he failed to contact these people. He was shooting a video on the island, and then I guess some local people off the island saw him leaving the island. But apparently, as I read more into the story, that these Sentinelese, the Sentinelese people apparently are very aggressive towards people that come on the island, and they have killed like 2 or 3 people. That 2018 they killed a person. 2006 they killed 2 people.
You sound like good odds if they're one person dying a year.
Yeah. So they don't like people coming to the island,
Or they don't like Diet Coke.
Or they don't like Diet Coke. No, he left the Diet Coke. So the whole point is that he went in there And Jared's yawning, so I know the story
diet's
is
not
great.
the way to go. If you're trying to impress some people, give them a regular Coke, man,
Yeah,
and
full
a
of sugar.
smile.
What was
Yeah,
that
Coke's wrong.
movie? What was that movie? The Gods Might Be Crazy. Do you remember
Yep.
that movie?
Yeah, where
they throws a
Coke bottle
out of an airplane and it lands.
I think so. It's a Coke bottle.
And the guy from like a tribe in Africa finds it or whatever. But I guess this is what this influencer is trying to do. He went to
Yeah.
the island and he left a Diet Coke can and he was trying to make contact with these
Yeah.
people that kill people.
Wow.
And he apparently is going through a trial right now because it was illegal for him
Well, I
to be on
guess
this
he's
island.
like two things. I guess he's fortunate he did not get killed.
Beheaded.
And number two, he's fortunate it wasn't like in like somewhere like Singapore where they cane you on your heels. Or didn't that kid who
Right,
spit in the
right,
sidewalk
right.
or something?
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Well, we don't know yet because he's in custody
Oh, he
and
hasn't been sentenced.
he's going to trial. Maybe the time we air
Maybe
this,
they
maybe
sentenced
he did.
him to live on the island.
Yeah,
And drink that one Diet Coke.
Yeah.
left.
right. Maybe he has to live on the island and like have to make sure that he like stays away from these people.
How
Like,
did he get there?
I guess he took he
Because
took
you're
some
saying
kind of boat.
if it's like a, yeah, I was saying,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, he
it's
took a
if
boat.
it's an island you can't go to, I'm sure a plane just doesn't fly right
No,
into
he
it.
took a boat, I guess, to this island.
Yeah.
And it's these influencers again trying to like push the envelope and like, but should these people be allowed to live on this island and they're tribal people that live on the island? They just want to be left alone.
Should they be allowed to be
alone.
left alone? Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
have the right to. If somebody comes on their island, you can murder them if you like.
I mean, it is their boundaries, their borders.
Yeah.
You're crossing their borders.
it seems like if you don't cross the line, you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't cross into the water. It's not like something you could just
Yeah.
wander over to either. You have
Right.
to take a boat.
And also sounds like they have harsher border laws than we do.
Apparently.
for sure,
Right. Yeah.
with no wall,
yeah. They don't have a wall. They just have water, a giant moat,
which
which
is
is
enough
an ocean.
to keep
Yeah.
most people away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
apparently.
I don't know. I mean,
We'll see.
I think it's dumb news. But I
Yeah.
don't know if it's news. I mean, it's just
News
not a
for
good.
you YouTubers out there.
Yeah, it's
Don't
not
go
a
to-
good look for America either. Just like
To go to islands,
dumb
yeah.
American. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of Americans went to that Epstein Island too. That didn't work out well for us either.
No.
Just stay off the islands, I say.
Stay off the islands.
Stay off the islands.
Let
Let's get landlocked, guys.
What's his name? Deplane. Let the Fantasy Island. What's the guy? Oh, what's his
Tattoo.
name? Tattoo. Just leave Tattoo alone.
I was thinking of the other guy, the big tall guy, but
Tattoo is not tall.
no,
what's his name?
Actually, the opposite.
Mark Montalban or something
Very small
Bond.
guy.
It doesn't
Ricardo Montalban.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
his
about.
name. That
Autobahn.
was- yeah,
That's what you
Autobahn.
drive on. Oh.
I mean, maybe they're on the island. Maybe it is Fantasy Island.
What else do you have?
Apparently, we got to
Golly,
move
yeah.
on. Okay, I call this 5-second rule tested.
Okay.
Oh.
I like that you
All
call
right.
it that.
5-second rule tested. Okay, the 5-second rule has been put to the test. Scientists reveal how long is too long to eat off the floor.
Okay.
Wouldn't that depend on the floor?
So
So I'm
maybe.
thinking
That
like
is so
the floor
true.
at my house would be cool, but the bathroom floor at the Sonic maybe different time length.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so it says the researchers have amassed nearly 450,000 followers on this TikTok channel where they upload videos talking about this like topic
Okay.
about testing the cleanliness of everyday items from gas pumps to toothbrushes and even the inside of a dog's mouth. But now they are testing about, if it looks like even 0 seconds is too long is what they have detected.
Like it's dropping and connecting with bacteria that's already living right there.
No, I disagree.
Yeah,
I think
but-
it's like the water in Mexico. Like if you do a 5-second rule, you
Yeah.
do that long enough, you should be able to eat off the floor every 5 seconds because your body's used
you're
to
building
having whatever that is, that 5 seconds you got
you're,
on there.
Yeah, you're building
You
all
think
those.
so?
Yeah, because you've already swallowed all those worms anyway, and they're there's tapeworms, ringworms, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're eating around. You're fine.
I don't know. I'm with Jared on that. It depends on where it is.
Yeah, and I'm also upset that they're even they're even taking time to figure this out. We have real
Right.
problems going on here.
This
and
is a real problem,
They're
Jared, apparently.
testing to see how long you could drop something on the floor.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
We could use that time to really cure something that could really maybe benefit some people.
Right.
I mean, millions
Yeah.
of kids have lived by this rule,
And they're still living.
and they're
so,
still alive.
Yeah, why are we?
Right.
So I think there's something to be said for it. Plus,
beating
it's
a
building
dead
your immune
horse.
system. I mean,
Thank
if you
you.
really want your
Right.
kids to have, you just lick some doorknobs.
Joking aside, I've heard that like being too clean could actually harm you. Like if you get rid of like using the sanitizer stuff all the time, or like washing your hair too much isn't good for your hair.
No,
I think that's what we learned from COVID.
You need a little bit of dirt.
Go ahead and start licking doorknobs, bus seats, escalator aisle handles.
Yeah, I did that before COVID.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So
there
that's
you go.
Interesting. 5-second rule. We'll see.
5-second rule.
I think too. There, you could probably speak more to this. You have 5 kiddos. You had your first kid. You're a little bit more protective and like, hey, get that out of your mouth. And by the 5th kid, you're probably trying to feed them.
I never even thought about it like that. Like depending on how many kids you have, like
how many
I'm sure
seconds?
with you, like the first one, you're like, oh no,
0 seconds,
right? And then like by the time you have 2 kids, you're like, okay, maybe a few seconds is okay.
Yeah. Right.
But like with me with 5, like we eat off of the ground. Like that's why I serve the food.
Yes.
Start there.
We start there.
Yeah, I don't have to do any dishes. Just put it right on the ground.
Correct. That's right.
Yeah, just clean everything with a mop.
Hey.
A shovel.
Whatever works. Yeah.
There you go.
That's
All right.
good. Okay. Here's another story. And this one deserves
What did you name it?
A picture. I named it Cosplay No Pay.
It's clever.
What did they name it?
They named it Taco the Human Collie, who lives. Some ad just popped up. Sorry. What in the
That's
world?
a weird title.
Yeah.
I'm glad she renames it.
Yeah.
I am too. Taco the Human Collie, who lives in a 16,000K dog suit.
This is the head. Like I've already lost.
Are you kidding?
This is why I rename them.
I agree.
What are these people naming these?
I don't know what site.
How are you?
I don't know what site you're getting them from, but these are long headlines.
It's ridiculous. Anyways, this guy created a collie, a dog collie.
Created him
created a collie suit.
Him?
A collie suit.
Okay.
It's a $16,000 suit.
Okay.
And he created his own human zoo, so people could come and wear these dog outfits and pretend like they're dogs, and it'd be fun.
Is that what they call them, furries?
Right. But apparently he's like some TikTok guy or whatever that has a bunch of posts. But I've got to show you a picture of this. So anyways, here is a picture of the guy in his dog suit. But look at this dog suit.
I don't want to see this.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's actually a person?
There's a person in that suit. And
okay, wait. That's not like I've seen people.
Does he identify as a dog?
No, he's in that suit.
But okay, that's not him. But he's in the suit because I've seen people who've
right. That's what
where they've tried to do surgery.
Yeah,
no.
Okay,
he's in a dog suit.
Yeah,
but look at that dog suit.
That is impressive.
Yeah, it is crazy. That's another dog suit.
No way.
That's a dog suit. This is him in a dog suit.
I'm disgusted.
And he has all these followers that watch him. So he decided to create a human zoo where people can come and do this. But he had to close the doors because
it's too weird?
Nobody's doing it. Like, they want to watch him do it, but nobody wants to do this.
Oh, nobody's coming with their own suits.
Nobody's coming.
Some homemade suit.
Right. Like several episodes ago where we had those guys dress up like a bear. I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
So they're saying people are wanting to have this, but they only want him to do all of the suits.
People are
like Eddie Murphy
watching,
in one of his movies. He has to play every character.
Right. People are watching him on social media, and they're fine with that. But then he created a zoo to invite people to do the same thing that he's doing. Nobody wants to do this. Nobody is booking Airbnb,
I think it's because people are like, what you're just doing right now, looking at it like, holy cow, that's crazy. I'm not really interested in doing that, but that's wild.
Look at this.
Whoa.
That's him.
This is just another lane for the people to identify.
When I grew up, my dream came true in the form of a costume.
I like how it says, when I grew up. You are out of your mind. If you're in a dog costume and you're telling me you're grown.
No way.
No.
What in the world?
I got a 9-year-old that would maybe get into a dog costume.
I would tell you that if we got in a dog costume, our dogs would maul us. Like, other dogs are going to take this person out.
We can't just be who we are, can we? You have to be something else, some other creature now.
You're
have to
not
be a creature.
Comfortable in your own skin. You have to put on a
dog costume.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah. But apparently people are thumbs down. I mean, people are not liking it. People are like, I'm not going to go do this.
I honestly believe lack of a better term, culture is shifting in a way where people are like, man, that's crazy.
Using common sense.
Yes, like that's crazy. You are nuts to do this.
I think comedians are calling it out.
I'm glad.
And people are like,
laughing about it.
Stupid.
Yeah.
What? And all
I don't by any means think comedians need to be the measure of things.
Right.
But they are the ones that are calling it out.
We have zero ability to do any of this stuff.
Right. But they're the ones that are changing.
So what's the favorite like you've dressed all everybody's been Halloween. What's your favorite costume you put on? What have you know?
My favorite I dressed up as a California raisin one time.
Oh, okay.
And I won a costume contest when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
And it was at the school, and I dressed up the California raisin, and I had them play the Raisin song. Yeah. From for those of you that are younger than
the Temptations,
us, but.
Wasn't it Temptations?
don't. I don't know.
Well, do you remember? Do you remember the commercial? Do you remember the commercial with the California raisins?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And so I dressed up like a raisin. I had like coat hangers and like a purple costume, and I painted my face purple, and I had the white gloves.
I
did purple face. I had red Converse high tops. And
that's what they wore.
Yep. And I did the song, the California Raisin.
To the grapevine. Yeah.
Yep. And then I won.
Wow.
It was awesome.
You were the only grape? Or the only raisin?
I was the only
raisin.
California raisin.
Wow. Must have been a loose competition that a California raisin won.
No, it was the real deal, Jared.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was,
what about costume? What's your best costume?
I wore a lot of costumes like in Halloween growing up and stuff. But man, I don't know. I did all the whole like plastic mask with the rubber band. You had a tie
with just somebody on it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think one of my favorite
Kennedy or something.
Yeah, exactly. I think my favorite costume is actually when we started dating.
We had some good ones.
We had a one where I had like the Karate Kid. I did the shower thing.
Yeah.
They did the whole ring and shower curtain and stuff. I had the bubbles and stuff.
Right.
That was pretty cool.
Well, no, you were just a shower curtain because
you did the bath.
I was a lady in a bathtub.
Yeah, you had the bubbles. Yeah.
I had a
balloons.
bathtub and I had a bunch of balloons and
that
was fun. We had a lot of costumes.
What about you?
When I was a kid, one year, he was a roommate later, but my friend Morgan and I, we dressed up like crisscross.
Oh yeah,
and just put our clothes on backwards.
Right,
and that was a costume for that year, like just like a regular clothes, just a jersey or something.
Right,
and we walked around with our pants.
Because your parents didn't buy you costumes.
I'm not going to say that. I think I recall like
didn't.
I'm not saying they wouldn't, but like we just made do with what we had.
Yeah.
You got the sheet with the holes cut out in it.
Did you do that?
Yeah, not the hat. It was like the ghost.
Yeah.
Right. And one year I think I went like as Batman. One year, with the cape and everything.
Yeah.
I went as the lady when I was little. The lady from the Muppet Show. The lady with the blonde wig.
Talking about the Swedish Chef?
No. She was the singer in the band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Singer of the band.
She's like Valley Girl.
Yeah. And she had the yarn hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That was her. I was a lighted match one year. Like I sprayed my hair up like this and sprayed it orange. And then I had like part of my face was like orange, red, and then black. And then I wore
it's white.
I wore a black t-shirt and khaki pants. And then I went to a party, and this was like in my 20s, and people were smoking cigarettes, and I'm like, "Hey, need a light?"
Cute.
Yeah.
That's good. I was the light of the party.
Oh,
wow. Come on, that's good. That's solid.
All right. So I think it's moving on. Okay, so we got any other stories?
Wait, I think I got another news. I got one more news.
Oh,
more
news.
We'll see.
Well,
I call this.
We'll be the judge of that.
Everything's a race. It just seems like nowadays everything is a race to me. It's like everything, like we're racing for everything. We're dressed up or whatever. This says crowd cheers as runners with frying pans race to mark annual Pancake Day. It's like everything's a day, everything's a race. I just kind of want to get y'all's take on this of like, this is Pancake Day, but then like everything's a day, everything's, like, what are your thoughts about all this? Like,
it seems like
frying pans.
Right. Ever since it seems like ever since social media has really been a big thing. It seems like I found out more and more there's a day for something.
Like, there's a day for everything.
It just seems like there's a post like, hey, and some of them are, rightfully so, like your siblings day or
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Well, you already knew that one. I'm talking about things you didn't know. I mean,
I think we need like a calendar that everyone. Okay, I don't mind the different days, but like I don't know how to find out what day's what. Like
I'm sure you can look it up.
It's
called the internet.
Day I found out about it.
You run into a Hispanic guy and it's burrito day. You find out. You're like burrito day.
Right.
No. If I would have known, then I could have maybe planned ahead.
I don't know.
Or
it's like it's like donut day and then fingernail polish day.
I'm okay with it, but like what calendar do we go to?
And who's deciding the days?
Yeah.
Because. I mean, I don't know if there's an official.
Yeah, I think people just make it
like, is it a day or is it a month? Sometimes they give you a whole month for something.
Yeah.
Oh, this was to start Lent for Easter, I guess. Oh. They had this back in Easter, and it says
they collected
celebrated as Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday in other parts of the world.
I don't know if that's new. No news.
It seems silly. Seems pretty silly to me. Days. All right. Is it news? And we just figured out it's not.
Hey.
All right. Next segment is story time.
Story time.
Story time with Chad.
Oh, with me?
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Or whoever wants to tell a story.
Yeah, I guess.
I
got plenty of stories, but
we've been telling stories.
Usually my stories come from like I'll hear something like, oh yeah, story.
Right, yeah.
So,
we can tell a story.
Yeah, I don't really have anything like on the docket. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was telling one day, but if we get talking about a story, it might.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not like I have to one up somebody, but just I think about like, I can relate to that because I went through a similar story.
Sure.
I don't know. Anybody got anything? So I can leach on and tell my story.
I'm thinking about the new poster that is back here.
Oh, okay.
A new poster.
You got a new poster.
Yes.
For everybody don't know, that is Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So Chris Farley is one of my favorite comedians.
He ought to be.
I have a lot of favorites. But that is the kind of comedy that I grew up in the 90s. I like that SNL cast the best.
Fat guy, little coat.
Yeah. David
great.
Spade, The Sandman, Tim Meadows, Chris Rock.
So funny.
He is funny.
Rob Schneider. Norm Macdonald. Who else?
Yeah, what was also Jim Brewer? He was also
Jim Brewer.
Yeah, he was super funny.
Yeah, absolutely. All those guys.
I think about Tim Meadows. Have you seen that Goldbergs, that TV show?
I have not.
Tim Meadows, pretty funny.
Is it about him?
Oh.
He's in it. He plays a high school counselor in it.
Oh, is it not a? I thought it was the Goldbergs was a.
No, it's a TV show.
Okay, it's written. I thought it was like a unscripted, like live.
No, it's a sitcom.
Oh, okay. No, sitcom.
Yeah,
it is funny.
It's like from the 80s.
Tim Meadows is in that, and he is hysterical.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He plays a high school counselor. Mm-hmm. He's not a main character; he's a side character, but he's really funny.
No, it's funny. Yeah.
Really funny.
But I always enjoyed like comedy. So funny story is that. I think it goes back to even with my grandfather. His name was Charlie Bird. And Charlie Bird, my grandpa, he was a character, and he would always do things that, more prankster stuff. It wasn't like, not tell a joke, punchline, or like highbrow stuff.
Right.
It was at someone else's expense.
Good.
So yeah.
Yes, it was.
I mean, like, and he would like terrorize us. He'd take us down to the beach. We go to Myrtle Beach every year, and me, my brother, cousins, we'd be in the ocean playing around. And homeboy, my grandpa would.
That's what you called him, homeboy?
Homeboy grandpa.
No, Pa.
Pa. Pa would he would go into the water and somehow finagle and swim behind you. You wouldn't know he was there, and he would grab your leg. Mm-hmm. And
that's how you grab a leg?
Yeah.
Grab the leg.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something else while you did that.
You grab your leg.
Okay.
the leg.
Okay, gotcha.
You look like a turkey, like a
That's what I'm saying. Who has legs like that? But okay, it's your story.
What you're doing there?
But he'd grab your leg, and I mean, you would automatically think. I mean, if you're in the ocean and a piece of seaweed hits you or something like that, you're like, woo. Yeah. But if something grabs your leg in the ocean,
especially if it's an old man,
yeah. But you thought you were got. I mean,
Oh, sure.
You're freaking out, and you're like 8, 9 years old.
Sure.
Yeah. And he'd pop out and out of the water, and he would cough a little bit because he's like laughing underwater, drinking the salt water, and he's laughing, he's wheezing, and he's like, I gotcha, and stuff like that. But
he was the whoopee cushion king.
That's where I'm going to.
Yeah.
So there's a place, it's still there in Myrtle Beach on the main strip there, and it's called the Gay Dolphin. Not making it up.
Okay.
And the Gay Dolphin
frequent there a lot, huh?
Is a souvenir shop. And the Gay Dolphin, the Gay Dolphin.
What else would it be?
Yeah, the Gay Dolphin was there way before gay was what it means. Like today, it's actually the traditional word.
It was a happy dolphin.
Happy dolphin.
Sound like the dolphin defending himself.
Right.
The dolphin has an unblemished lifestyle of heterosexuality.
He does.
Listen, I was the gay dolphin way before any of this ever happened. I was a happy dolphin.
Yeah, that's a translation. It was more like.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But so the Gay Dolphin, the happy, joyful dolphin place, had a lot of great souvenirs, and we go there every year, and they'd have the whoopee cushion. And
Right.
I'm glad I'm.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, every year you would go in there and you'd be like, let's go to the Gay Dolphin. And you're like, oh. You got a friend that's visiting. Like, I don't have
yawning right in the middle of my story.
That was a good story.
Okay, good story.
You're not boring anybody.
Okay, whoopee cushion.
Anyway,
Yeah.
my grandfather would get that, and we'd go and sit in front of our hotel. We're in the main strip where people were walking. I mean,
Yes.
there was like hundreds of people walking by, and we sit on this little bench area, and he would crack these things off on the whoopee cushion as
Yeah.
people walk by and get the reaction. You know, nowadays people do YouTubers and all the sound effects, whatever, and get people's reaction. But this is going back. He was a G. He was going back where there was no cameras, there was nobody recording.
He was doing it for his own pleasure.
Absolutely.
Well, then he's going to have to be blowing that thing up.
Well, yeah, that was
I mean,
in between things.
This
But
isn't like a self-inflatable whoopee cushion.
No,
So he's having to do it and then.
yeah, he'd get in the crowd and
more
get
than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had him ready, just cocked and loaded.
But I just remember just laughing so hard, and I just love to laugh. So I think that's where my my love for laughter, love for comedy started.
Sure.
That was my genesis, my origin story. So there you go.
He was a big Red Skelton fan, too. Or not Red Skelton.
Your origin story of comedy starts at the Gay Dolphin?
with the whoopee cushion.
Yeah, it does.
It all began at the Gay Dolphin.
Chad, how'd you get started? Well, it all started at the Gay Dolphin.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you about it. You know, I think I've already heard enough, Chad. I think I got it. No, you don't know what happened there. No, I don't need to know.
Nobody got a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know.
Nobody needs to
Especially
know.
the dolphin.
that dolphin.
Oh wow!
Yes.
There you go.
Who's good? Not Red Skelton, but who was?
Red Skelton was funny.
Yeah, Red Skelton
Yeah, but
funny.
that's not who he likes
Jerry
so
Clower?
much.
You know Red Fox.
Red Fox.
Yeah, he loves Sanford and Son.
Yeah. Okay,
that's it. Yeah.
That's
Big Sanford
He would
and
have
Son.
like 3 shows back to back playing, or 4, but 3 comedy shows. Really, it was either Three Stooges, Sanford and Son.
Dig it.
The Atlanta Braves.
Andy Griffith,
Andy
Braves,
Griffith.
but also Bonanza. But there you go.
Yeah.
Bonanza.
But all these old shows.
But you thought Andy Griffith was a real, like, Andy Griffith was a real person, but
Yeah.
you thought the TV show was like a.
I thought it was, you know how public
real-
access has their own
Yeah.
thing? I thought it was just because it was North Carolina and it did. Anyway.
You thought it was happening.
No, I
You
just
thought
thought.
8B was making them biscuits for real.
I just thought it was just a local thing.
Oh.
because
And I
it-
also thought NASCAR was a local thing because I had, in North Carolina, I just thought it was just like.
Just something that happened there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's what I thought was Dallas, the TV show Dallas.
Yeah.
Because we lived in Dallas when I was really little before we moved to Kansas on the farm. And my dad, we would drive downtown and you would see the building that JR worked in, supposedly.
Yeah.
But you would see it. My dad's like, there's where JR works. And then we'd drive out to Plano and you could see South Fork Ranch. And he was like, there's where JR lives. So I thought these people were like real people.
Do you know what she's talking about?
I had no idea.
My mom used to watch soap operas. So
I know Dallas, 100%.
Oh.
My mom watched Days of Our Lives.
Oh, yeah,
I
Days
can
of
tell
Our
you more
Lives.
about Bo and Hope than I even want
That
to.
is hilarious. Did she watch Young and the Restless?
Yeah.
With Victor and...
I remember more of
Victor
Days of
and-
Our Lives than any of them.
Wow.
Well, did you see, Mr. Mom? Mm-hmm. Like, and there's a whole thing in there where he talks about Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
And he's watching the show.
Oh,
and
that
it's
movie's awesome.
So awesome.
Yeah.
I went to the movies and saw that movie.
Yeah.
It's starring Hulk Hogan, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's a different Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
That's a great... You've seen Mr. Mom, right?
I thought I had with Hulk Hogan.
No.
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Terry
yeah.
Garr.
Oh, I have seen that. What's the one that Hulk
Martin
Hogan's in?
Mull.
He plays like a...
Mr. Mom? Hulk
It's
Hogan?
not called Mr. Mom, obviously.
It's called Gay Dolphin.
Where Hulk Hogan's like a... I don't know,
like a stay-at-home dad or something?
Yeah.
Like the pacifier?
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even
There's
know.
one that Hulk Hogan was, I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, must have been real
Figure
popular.
it out and let us know.
I don't know. All right. Thanks. Okay, this is the next segment,
All
which
right.
is called Show and Tell. This is a segment on our show where Jared and Chad bring something to show and tell the audience about, and you get to vote in the comments and share who wins the show and tell.
Right, so just like in kindergarten, preschool, we bring something to the table, we show it, we tell about it, and I'm really excited about this one. Oh, Jared brought me a present.
This was a gift given to me by one of my precious daughters for Christmas.
You have great daughters.
Have you ever seen Seinfeld?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, look at that spoon. See if you can read what it says on there, and then you can...
I'm gonna need my glasses.
Oh,
Let me read it
wait,
to you.
now
Yeah.
let's
You're turning it sideways. It's this way. It says, "No soup for you." It is a spoon.
Yeah.
She had it. It's on the spoon itself. That Olivia
I
had
see
that
it now.
made for me, where it says "No soup for you" on it.
It says no soup for you.
And it does. Yeah. yeah.
That's so
It is
great.
from the classic Seinfeld episode with the soup Nazi.
Have you ever
That's
used it?
awesome.
Or just-
No, that's why it's still in that.
Ah, okay.
It will never-
That-
I didn't know if you used it, wash it,
no
put it back in there.
soup will ever touch that spoon.
Oh.
You eat
And-
off the floor with this one?
Of course. I visited New York once, and actually twice. But
Yeah.
both times I went to the actual soup stand that Seinfeld references in the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the guy that was there was his son, the soup Nazi son. I'm sure he's really not called the soup Nazi, but
Right, yeah.
Right.
that's what his son was there. And both times I went back to this soup stand 3 and 4 times. Like I bought 2 things of soup each time. It was so good.
It was so good.
It really
Okay.
was. It was
I
fantastic.
didn't realize it was a real place.
It is a
Yeah.
real place. It's just like a hole in the wall, and it's definitely it's smaller than this room.
So it doesn't look like what was on the TV show.
Not at all.
Got
No,
it.
It's
Got it.
like the one that's TV show. You could walk in.
Oh,
and get
yeah.
no line. There's
Yeah.
no line. You're on the street.
Got it.
And it's like a hole in the wall, and he has these big cauldrons. I guess.
Yeah.
Like what you would see. Like
I
a
love
witch
soup,
Oh, yeah.
Jared.
cooking.
Yeah, yeah.
Soup
Like,
is my favorite
It
thing.
is.
If you were
I love
ever
it.
in New York, you need to go back. I mean, and I
I've
tried
been to
different
New York
kinds.
several times, but I have never been there.
I've only been
Soup
twice, and the 2 times I
store.
went, like the first time I went, I had to see where they filmed Seinfeld outside that little
Yeah, the restaurant.
restaurant. Yeah, I went
Is it
to-
Monk's restaurant? I mean,
It is,
on
but
the,
the
show
inside
it
looks
is.
nothing like what the TV show, but
Right.
the outside is what I
Sure,
saw.
yeah.
I had to go to a comic book store there, the biggest one, that there
Yeah.
is, and the soup Nazi. I did all 3 of those.
That's
that was like
awesome.
and had to try the soup
Yeah.
Nazi. It was so good. I wish you could get that soup.
Yeah, I love soup.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool.
The big
Yeah.
thing, when I was in high school, is that if anybody went to New York, they went to the bodega where David Letterman had his guy always go in.
Yeah, that's what
That was the big thing.
I would try to see if I can do the Tonight Show.
Tonight Show.
I mean, I'm not
Well,
like
I saw the Yankees play, and I
Oh,
saw the
that's
Mets
cool.
play.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, I did a lot of things.
I don't like the Yankees,
I'm
but
not
that's
a big
cool.
fan of Yankees or
I'm
Mets
not
or
a big
anything,
fan
but
of
that'd be
Yankees.
kinda-
I do
that's
not
really
like the
cool.
Yankees.
I went
Yeah.
twice back to back. My brother-in-law was staying there for doing something with the military, and it was a free place to stay. He was like, "If you call, just come to New York and stay in the hotel with me." And we were right there in Times Square. Like if I looked out my window, it was Times Square.
Oh, that's neat.
And we saw the Yankees play the Mets.
Oh wow,
Little
that's
Subway
pretty
series.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went there and I jumped on the piano from Big.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw where the 2 towers were.
Yeah, I saw the two towers.
A couple of holes in the ground now.
I was there like before, so I
felt
was
like
there at the two towers.
There. It was big enough. The holes were large enough. I think a helicopter could have like flown.
Oh yeah.
I think there's some kind of secret under there, maybe.
Yeah, that's wild. Crazy. Yeah, been there, Times Square, all the things. And then what's that? Men in Black, right?
I mean, there is a movie.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
right.
I don't know if that's true. There's a guy on that movie that slaps somebody.
And it's also and there's also King of Queens, the opening segment. But there's a park there that's real famous.
Central Park?
No, it's Men in Black.
Never heard of it.
It's like the big giant things. It's like in the Men in Black show. It's like where the aliens, they have like some kind of chase.
Oh,
but there are these huge, and I think in Iron Man too, but it's in Queens. It's like a famous park, and it's got these huge, giant thing. I can't remember the name of the park.
I don't know.
MacArthur Park?
No. I don't know the name of the park. No? But that's pretty cool.
All right. So this part of the segment, I'm going to switch up a little bit. And mainly because of my mama, she was like, Chad, you need to show something more than clips. I love those clips. They're the best, and they always win. But try to pick out something that's more memorable.
That's how your mom talks?
I was going to say, man, they sound almost identical to Chad.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound. Well, so that everybody knows, if you've never seen an episode of our show, you'll have to go back. Why are you not watching? But if you haven't seen it, that on all the show and tells up to this point, Jared's always brought something tangible, and Chad has always brought a video clip.
And I've slaved over these reels. I mean, I can't tell you how many times my legs have gone numb, like looking for these clips.
Are you in the bathroom?
I
just said numb.
Okay.
All right. So I brought something very personal to me, and take a step back in my history, my childhood. I was just talking about my grandpa, Charlie Bird. My grandfather on my mom's side. I think this is, I tell about my origin story about comedy, but this is also origin story of being a creator and wanting to do something in film and movie and creating videos and stuff. So, and those two things combined. So not only from a love from comedy came from my grandpa, but he introduced me to being able to create something. And
video production.
So, video production.
I mean, that's
it was
your
neat.
niche, for
and
sure.
so this is going back. So I got this thing right here. Oh, this is the Kodak 500.
Shut up.
All right.
How old is that?
It's pretty old. I think it was bought back in like maybe, I don't know. I'll look it up. But
this is what Chad shot his first movie on.
But this is actually a projector. So I open this up and it's going to fall apart. It's got all kinds of stuff in here.
Shut up.
So it's got the reels. It's a Super 8.
Yeah.
So it comes on this, all right? And you put it onto this, you put your film, whatever you're filming on, you put it on this reel, and you put this onto the spool where it collects the film.
Film.
And so it projects it right here. So it's got the projector.
So it's an 8mm projector?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So movie projector.
Do you have any home movies that you shot?
Yep.
No, so he didn't shoot on that.
No, I'm in a bunch of them. When my grandpa shot, me and my brother.
So you still have them on 8?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And here's the other cool thing is that I actually have the camera that it was shot on.
Have you converted any of this stuff off of the 8mm to something else?
My mom has.
Yeah, we watched some. Over Christmas break. It's pretty awesome.
The camera.
It's so cool.
No way.
Look at that little camera. That's so great. I love it.
Because in case you want to put that on your wrist and drop this 20-pound camera, it'll take your whole arm with it.
It's true, right? It's so heavy.
Just take your arm with it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So take the side right here and crank it up.
Oh, yeah. It's
a crank. It's so awesome.
Okay. And then when you're ready to film, you push this little button in front.
Yeah, I don't want to drop it.
I love the noise that it makes, like the sound.
The front of it. The front button. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the one that does it.
Yeah. That's a good look on you, Jared. Oh, that noise, that sound.
That camera, put it in the mic.
I love the sound.
Wow.
There you go. Nostalgia.
So cool.
That is the origin of
wanting to.
Oh yeah. And it's all mechanical. So no batteries. You put the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That when I
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
It's all mechanical.
It's like a watch.
Mm-hmm. And I would
see.
Yeah, I would open it up, but it's a little bit of a task. And
Right.
No, you don't have to do that.
So cool.
But yeah, the little.
Do you think these came together?
No, they did not. And so this little
They just look very similar. Like
this little spool like this.
Because they're old, Jared.
Yeah,
they made things one way back then.
Yeah, and so you would get that, and you would
gray cement.
You would put that back into like a little envelope, whatever, and you would send it off.
Yeah,
and they would develop it, and you'd come back and you watch your home movies.
It's so cool.
No way, man.
So cool.
It is.
No sound, but so cool.
Yeah, there is no sound on it, I guess.
No,
but that's why you see the clackers, right? If you see the old time clackers,
Yep.
a lot of the old movie
Hey, we got
film
one.
cameras,
Thank you.
yeah, they don't,
Yep.
they didn't record sound. So the only way they can sync up the sound with the recording device was to
seeing that thing go down, the visual.
Yep, that's why they call it the slate, because it would have the name of the episode or whatever, movie, whatever, but also there's a lot of things the slate does: the color balance, the sync of the sound, and the name of the
program.
Yeah. So there you go.
Man,
so awesome.
So now you're gonna start bringing cool stuff. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, this is
how old is this?
pretty cool.
Probably somewhere in there.
I mean, your daughter's spoon is pretty
Brownie.
awesome, but this
The
is
brownie.
amazing too.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
This is serious.